Football legend Pele reportedly mentioned his secret daughter in his will after denying for years that she was his child. This has also been trending on social media. This has been making rounds as the Brazilian icon had previously refused to acknowledge he was the father of Sandra Regina, leaving her heartbroken when she died 17 years ago. According to Mail Online, the 82-year-old requested to meet with her two sons, speaking to them in the flesh for the first time on December 28th, just one day before he died. It has now emerged that he gave a share of his multi-million pound estate to the pair after finally naming Sandra as one of his 7 children in his will. Her children, that's Ostavo and Gabriel, said that their mother's dream had come true, where the Mirror reports Gabriel is saying that I spoke to my aunt and they said that our grandfather wanted to see us. Well, we were very excited. It was an opportunity we had been waiting for. Every family has fights and roles. Ours is no different, but there are moments when union and love are more important than anything else. We are extremely happy. Sandra, who died in 2006 of cancer, was born after Pele and had an affair with his cleaner, Machado, and according to reports, she tried her best to see that Pele accepted Sandra as the daughter, but Pele refused, despite the fact that they also did a DNA test which proved that he was, but he refused this and said Sandra was not the daughter. And of course, report also has that Sandra also wrote a book which stated that she is the daughter the king had rejected, and still he refuses that Sandra was not the daughter. But this time around, it's also rumored that Pele actually willed Sandra in his will. And this, we should note that Sandra got married and left behind 2 kids and a lovely husband since 17 years ago. And that said, we say, may the soul of Pele rest in peace. And the Sandra Regina's mother should pardon Pele. He did what he did and he left. We don't know how many options he had before choosing from what he chose from. So we are in no position to judge anybody. We can only say may his soul rest in peace as well. At this moment, we talk how Gates Foundation to spend up to $8.3 billion to fight poverty. We say an applause to them and congratulations to them. Where the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has said they are going to be spending this because they have realized that poverty kills a lot, and this has led to a lot of disease and inadequate sustainability for 2023. So they are ready to sustain and fight against poverty for this 2023. This was contained in a statement signed by the Chief Executive Officer of the foundation, Mr. Mark Zosman, yesterday in Lagos, where he said the budget was the largest in the foundation's history and a response to multiple crises that threatened to stall or reverse global progress on the Sustainable Development Goals since COVID-19 pandemic. He listed the crises as war, economic turmoil, climate-related disaster, and large decreases in vaccination for preventable infectious diseases. According to him, he added that all these issues had taken a significant toll on the world's poorest people, and he said the Board of Trustees' approval of the budget put the foundation on a track to meet its commitment to reach an annual payout of $9 billion by 2020, $9 billion by 2026, and represents a 15% increase over the 2022 forecasted payout. And this is the toughest period for global health and development in the recent memory, but in some ways it's also the reasons we exist, he stated. He further added that to help meet the great needs ahead, we are doubling down on our commitment to our called mentioned, and ensuring everyone can live a healthy and productive life. Sussman said that people in low and middle income countries, especially women, girls, were facing severe consequences of intersecting global crisis. And he, however, said that the world had failed to step up with the necessity, political will and resources to respond to these ills in the society. So they have decided to reach out to the population. But the main question many are asking is, what are the mechanisms they are going to put in place to see that these amounts they have decided to grant out is going to reach the target audience and reach to the right people? Because by the end of the day, maybe only the bigger persons who are living healthily and living happily, they are going to enjoy this amount. So what are the mechanisms there's a biggest foundation intend to put in place to make sure that the population that well deserved this amount to be distributed will reach to them? Well, we are looking forward to that in the days ahead. Maybe they will definitely, in a press conference or so, to answer this, if this amount will definitely get to the right quarters, and what are the measures they have put in place. We are expecting that this question should be answered too in the days ahead, and that notwithstanding, we will not hesitate to bring you updates when these questions are answered. Thank you so much for watching. For that article takes us to the end of today's edition of our live newscast. Thank you so much for always devoting your time to watch. We do want to encourage you to follow us on our YouTube channel, which is a CMTV Buzz. Subscribe and stay glued, because we always break the ice as usual just on that platform. Thank you to Mr. Nice. Thank you to our technician for today, Madam Christine Nabila. Thank you to Mr. Fozo Oliver, who was our technician for today. General supervision came in from Bobo Kwanchamba. I'm bringing you the news. I was Gracious Berinyu. I urge you, keep watching CMTV for more.